Right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you are already a member of the channel, keep on sharing the contents far and wide. We really and truly appreciate it. So today we are going to just do a fast breakdown of what took place in the previous game, where in which Jamaica won 6 goals to 0 over Anguilla. All right, so we're going to discuss that in length. We're going to look at what's at stake and also what's at the back end as well, because every single thing we never did a video covering every single thing. So this is the video that should be covering every single thing, so you can get to know what the competition entails and stuff. And then right after that, I will add the Reggae Boyz abroad, because we never did it yesterday. All right, we posted something about Leon Bailey never made the field, and we want to talk about the situation because we made a video on it to see what we expect the coach to do in certain instance. All right, so thanks yet again for all of you guys coming here. Massive respect. Let me just give out this information right at the front. Today, 8 p.m. JA/Eastern time, Jamaica should be taking on Bermuda. All right, that's the second game in the CONCACAF U20 tournament. All right, because this is a tournament start part, and then you qualify towards the championship. So the tournament towards the championship. All right, so 8 p.m. Jamaica Reggae Girlz will be playing their second game. How to watch? They said it's going to be on CONCACAF platforms, app, Facebook, and YouTube. If you faced any difficulties, I will be doing the game, and it will be registered in the Discard, or you could find my Discard. It's very simple. You go in the description and it's going to be their Discard. It connects you exactly in the department of the actual game streaming there. So hopefully that is perfectly well done for you. All right, yes. So anyways, before we get into it, let me just big up the personals in the chat. We have Joseph Brown. Thanks for being here, Joseph Brown, and Dark Beskar. Massive respect. No, it's Sunday and a lot of you guys are busy, but obviously I have to do this. All right, so Jamaica won the game 6 goals to 0. All right, 6 goals to 0, and you had another game in the group. A few teams never really made the tournament. So one of those teams came from out of Jamaica's group, so it kind of wore down after time. So that's just a one less match or two less matches Jamaica would have to play. All right, yes. So at this point you have Bermuda, you have Honduras, you have Anguilla, and you have Jamaica in that group. Bermuda played Honduras early on, and that game ended 6-1. All right, yes, and then now Jamaica has to face that Bermuda team, and Honduras will be facing the Anguilla team. One team from each group, which is 6 groups in total. One team will advance. All right, I know a lot of Jamaicans will not like this way, but the new way going forward, what they do is put the ISCD teams up at the top. So the 2 ISCD teams are America and Mexico. So those are the 2. So they don't have to participate in this tournament. They are going to be in the next round of 8 clash, like what you saw in the girls qualifiers. Let me know if you like that format a little bit more. All right, let me know if you like that format a little bit more. All right, let me know in the comment section if you like that format a little bit more. So anyways, let me get into the conversation. So Jamaica went with Tar in goal, the goalkeeper. Then you have Akila Johnson, Minot, Wilson, Powell, Avery Johnson, Richards, Buckley, Ragun, Handanan, that is Maya, and Seaton with Atkinson. Those were the 11 they started with. All right, yes. And on the bench you have Brooks, Nelson, Emily, Sundai, that is, Oakley, Williams, Cohen, Clark, and Sibbles. All right, yes. So for me, I like the attitude that they went out there with, because the opponent, to be honest, watching the play itself, I was not so impressed with the opponent. The opponent was not the best. All right, but you only can beat what is in front of you. And the attitude from Jamaica was to go out there and try and score as much. And they did so. They scored six. Six is good enough to take the lead on goal conceded because Honduras conceded one against Bermuda. All right, so I like that. I like that. Like how they looked. Tracking back, which Jamaica never had a problem with tracking back because we are very fast. All right. Yes. So they never looked in any worry aside from when they gave up one ball. But and that's where I had a little bit of questions to ask. On top of the one chance they really got when we passed it to them, it showed up some little problems right there because the one time they actually pressed us, we gave up a opportunity, and they placed it wide, so it never really turned out to something bad. But the one time we really got tested, they got a shut off. So that is something that we have to look out for, and maybe Bermuda will test the team a little bit more because with one team qualifying, you have to get tested. Very much important to get tested so you know where you stand, because Honduras team does not look bad. All right, and a lot of the teams look actually good, decent, to be honest. All right, and Jamaica is one of those teams that actually looks decent. Coming in coming in um coming in the second game, Jamaica is one of the decent looking teams. We don't look the best out of everyone, but definitely Jamaica look up there. I would put Jamaica top 4 out of all the performers. You have Damrep looking immaculate, Canada, because Canada is one of the bigger top region, bigger top teams in the region, to be honest. Right, so they looked stand out. Yeah, but Jamaica, I would say Jamaica looked between the third or fourth best looking team. You have some players that I want to look at and tell you, oh, I would set up going forward, because I know maybe you don't know most of the players them. So I have to give you that, and that's what I pride myself on. All right. So anyways, we had Ta, she never had nothing to do, which I told her about that. And that's not her fault. That is just the opponent, Anguilla, pretty much in their development, getting towards certain levels, and they're not there as yet. Yes. So yeah. But in midfield, I thought that when we got pressed, we never really handled the press good enough. Hence why, because I truly believe that if we had more opportunities to shoot, we would have scored a little bit more. I think the pressing from a team that is not at the highest level of development, we really failed on that part. We gave them too much opportunity to take the ball from us just because they're poor in their kicking and running. It just look like they're not fully developed and no disrespect to them, but they're not fully developed. So we never really got that test. When I'm looking at other teams watching the entire tournament, I've realized that maybe we got away with this team, because this is the easiest team in this group. All right, and I do believe that Bermuda might cause some problems, but I don't think it's going to cause us so much problems. I think Jamaica should win that one comfortable as well. Maybe we will concede just like Honduras, but I still expect Jamaica to shift more than 4 goals. All right, I truly believe the real test, when we have to make sure we be sharp on the turn, make our passes them crisp, and avoid the pressing. It has to be Honduras. It has to be Honduras because it's one team qualify regardless. So it's one. So we have to go there and put in that one. It's a must. You get me? The midfield. It looks like it was a 4-2-3-1 system. At the back, you would have what? The captain Wilson, she scored in it, so she was there. Akila Johnson was there. Minot was actually there as well, and Avery looks like she was playing deeper as well. That was surprising because Avery is actually a forward, so I'm surprised that we are doing this at a lower level, putting forward players at the fullback. All right, which that is something dodgy. I let me know if you saw the same thing. All right. Yeah, let me know if you saw the same thing. But I saw that and I was questioning things. Let me know if we could do better or it's because of injuries. Because someone said one of the left back was injured. So that's why she's not there. So that's why maybe Avery doing this. So maybe that's a situation. I don't know. All right. Yes. And then you have Richards. She took a lot of free kicks. She scored one of the goals. But I thought that Seaton was more better prepared to take these free kicks, So I want it going into this next game, Seaton taking the free kicks. All right. Yes. So Richards and Powell was more like the creators, deeper lined, to be honest. All right, and Ragun Handanan was on the right wing, and Buckley was the attacking midfielder because she have that flair and style. All right, and Seaton was also from time to time over the right wing, so they were interchanging. So you had Buckley, Ragun Handanan, and Seaton playing straight across the attacking midfielder three, and then you have Atkinson playing the sole role as the striker. All right, so that's how it sets up. Let me know in the comment section if you would have made any adjustments towards that. All right, I think Emily Sunday, I rate that little kid highly from the last time. I thought that she should have been in the starting lineup. I think she came for the second stint. She came on and got a goal for the sixth one, but I still believe that she should have actually gotten a starting spot by now. All right, she was one of the best players for our club in the youth 16 in England, and she plays in Tottenham. So I think she should have gotten a chance from now. The last time they gave her limited minutes in the youth 17s, I never knew how that's possible, but she have close control dribbling skills and close control detailing, which I think helps because the other day when I watched the game, a lot of our when we get into tight spaces, we don't come off with the crispy passes. So I think Sunday might just be one of those girls that you have to inject in. Ragun Handanan looks a little bit more spirited, so I know that maybe people would want to take her out. Buckley never looked that crisp. To be honest, Buckley is the one that has the special dribbling runs and stuff, which we liked from the youth 17s. But I think Seaton definitely looks like the better attacking player out of all of them. She does everything properly, and I like it. All right. Yes, so Seaton would always be the first choice, even though the next two names, Buckley and Ragun Andanan, looks like the more bigger names. Seaton, I think I was impressed with her a little bit more, and I would put her back in. Atkinson, she was okay. She tried to hold up the ball a few times to let it off. Looked sharp. But I think she forced it a little bit too much when she's in traffic. So maybe she can work on a few more things. And it's the first game, so you can't be too harsh on them. All right, it is the first game. To be honest, so you can't be too harsh on them. So my only change that I would make is Emily coming in Sunday. I think she is that talented that she should get a run out in the team. All right, yes, and I think Jamaica should be good enough to beat Bermuda. It's not going to be looking easy like the Anguilla one, because Anguilla could not clear their lines completely, could not clear their lines. They couldn't get the ball out. The keeper seems to be an outfield player that really can't use her hands. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Jamaica to get straight across the line. All right, so they have to do a few more work. So you will know more about the team going into the final game, which is properly poised. I like it, and I do think that it can improve from strength to strength. That's why I'm dropping in these little gems in these departments, so you know that when it comes to the real test, which is the Honduras one, we might need those things. All right, we might need those things. All right, so what say you guys? Let me know in the comment section. What say you? Good afternoon, good morning, I should say. Shakpo, I forgot that Jamaica. It's early morning. Thanks every one of you guys that got up from Jamaica side and definitely from European side. Massive respect for you lot always out here checking out the videos. Yes, we need a challenge to see where the team actually stands in quality. But if I have to go like statistic wise, like the pressing, we never did well with the pressing. The passing, the shorter passes was definitely good. The longer passes, it's between some poor passes and some not so good positioning. So on the passing basis, we can work on a lot of things. All right. And we need to work on it before the Honduras game. All right. Yes. So definitely those are the little hiccups I saw. Goal scoring, I don't think that is a problem. I think once they get away inside, queued up on the goal, they have a good conversion rate, which is that's always important. And I'm always happy to see that. So that's a good start with the conversion rate and stuff. But you need to find ways to get yourself in that position, not just running down direct. You have to find other ways to do so. And that's what I think they have to use this match to work on. All right. I don't think they are going to be in that amount of trouble. I would be shocked. I'm not going to pretend like we are world beaters, but I would be shocked if we suffer so much trouble in the Bermuda game. They play football properly, you know. Most of these teams, you realize that they are earlier in their development and they're playing football properly. That is true. But I still believe that because they're earlier in their development, you can use speed and power to overpower them. All right. Yes, but they're still working on their fundamentals, and when they do get good, they are going to be good. Because if you look at Damrep started off the same level as these, like Bermuda, but Damrep is really flicking. They put 15 on a weaker team just the same, but their fundamentals gave them the better rights to create more opportunities. You get me? And that is what I really want. That's the level that I want Jamaica to be at, where their fundamentals are that good. It creates opportunity for them. You get me? Yes. So that's what I'm trying to get towards. I don't see that as yet. I think that's what we're lacking, but the speed, the finishing, it's definitely there. All right. So including Sundai in this one, I think that would have definitely helped. All right. So guys, as you come in, make sure to smash the like button, share and subscribe. All right. This one is not going to be a long one. Like as what we said, we are not going to be doing extended videos. We are always going to cut off a certain time. This one might be max 1 hour. All right, because I have to come back later as well. So definitely just share it around. Let me hear what you guys have to say, because it was not me alone watching the game. So give your take. I want to see Brooks back in the net, as in the youth 17. She showed that she was great with ball distribution with both feet. Yes, and the hands. Yes, man. Yes. I was surprised when she was not a part of it. Yes, and definitely sorry about that. I should have included that. All right. I should have included Brooks, because I said it live that I can't understand how in the world Brooks is not in the goal. You get me? Because she was definitely one of not just the best goalkeeper for Jamaica, but also one of the best goalkeeper in the entire tournament. You get me? So she deserved to be back in the firing line 100% for me. All right. Yeah, 1 second, guys. I'm just sharing this. So once I'm live, people could know that I'm live. All right. Ush Puppy, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. RR, oh, you're doing massive respect. Who is the coach for the female team? I should have not done that one more time, but my fault, yeah? Someone will drop the coach's name and I will write it down and I won't forget it the next time. All right. Yes, sorry about that. Martin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Big up yourself, Sian. How you doing, man? Big up JD. A lot of goals being scored in this tournament. Yes, man, because you have overpowered teams, which I told you. I pointed out all of the groups that would have problems. Guatemala, Nicaragua. You see your life funny. Nicaragua defeated Guatemala 2-1. 3-1. 3-1 because the own goal scored last. All right, so they defeated them 3-1. And I told you that will be the tough group because you have three teams that naturally have good setup systems. All right, and you're real. And oh, ironic, that was the only match that was actually close. You get me? Yes. JA need to fix the missed passes. Yes, but I think with more games they're gonna get better. All right, that is the question, JD. It look funny to me. All right, that keeper did. Yeah, man, she's really good, man. I hope she get more game time because I don't think I don't know the next keeper, but I would be shocked that next keeper is better than her. You understand me? Yes, I would be shocked, you know. So I want at least she to get some game time. So if they have to call upon her again, she can deliver in the big moment because you need those keepers. You get me? I'm gonna research the next keeper a lot more. Sean, how you doing, man? Massive respect. Thanks very much for being here. All right. So for me, as I've said, I would have included Sunday. Maybe take out I would have rotate. I think I would take out Buckley at the start. I would take out Buckley and keep Maya over the wide side so she can add the energy. So Seaton, Maya add the energy and add in Emily right, Sunday right in the attacking midfielder and keep Atkinson on the field as the forward. So only Buckley and the goalkeeper I would have changed in this setup, and I will go back again. I am not 100% sold and Avery Johnson playing deep aligned. But at this level, you could get away with it using a forward player playing deeper line. All right, yes. So I would go back with Avery one more time to see what she's all about because you might need her in the tougher times. Yes. But the two sure one that I would have made, I would have bring in Brooks and Sunday. Those are the two substitutions that I would want to see before the time comes because Sunday is highly talented and I'm surprised that she don't get no much game time over two stretch. She came in, she scored. So that should be good enough for you to know that you need to play her. You get me? Yes. Is the coach a local product or but I said I would get the coach RR, so I don't need to question if it's a local or overseas or whatever it is. I will get it as soon as somebody posts it in the chat or maybe the next stream later. I will get it. All right. Yes, Nicaragua is really rising in the region, no doubt. Yeah, man, but not Nicaragua alone. I think Damrep doing well. Puerto Rico doing well because they have the luxury of United States. United States football is one of the highest in the world. Yes, so they have the luxury for all of that. You get me? But Nicaragua doing well so far. Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, they are all good teams. All right, yes. First, I have to make sure I give the credit to the girls' football once again. What I love about them, they have incorporated young players worldwide at all levels. I love that. I think that is brilliant coming from them. So we don't have the same set of problems as the men's side that we had to like talk people in and show them that it's reality that everybody can play for Jamaica. You don't have that issue in the girl football, and that's why I love talking about the girl football because it's based on progressiveness more than anything else, you know. So I like that. But Sunday, I think, is the one. I think she's actually maybe people not knowing her. I think she might be the most skilled player there. You know, I know that you guys like Buckler and all of them, but if you give her time, I think she will deliver. Yes, she is the same girl on the thumbnail. We talked about her last year. But obviously I could have understood why she maybe never played so much because she's coming from a different location, a different region. So it may be tougher because the physicality might be higher. You get me? So maybe that was the reason why they never played her. But watch out for that kid. I think she's something special, and I think she might be doing good and a good trajectory to maybe make a step up. So watch out for her. Emily, Sunday. Our name, all right. Big up yourself, DNA. Oh, you're doing, man. Massive respect. I did see Algrimson's wife behind Jam goalkeeper. Guess she's on the staff. Good morning to you all. Thank you very much. I never really paid attention to that so much because I was actually cued into the football, you know, because obviously I want to talk on the football. I want to look at the teams that are actually good and everything. So that's why I was so cued in the football game. So I am just like a student like you guys, you know. I want to learn about the game. I want to educate myself about the game. You get me? So that's what I've always done. So once it's girl football, a lot more people interested in the detailing for girl football. So I have to always be on point. So that's why you always hear me saying that I don't want to talk about anything else because I want to focus on what's going on. So Jamaica tops the group so far. Jamaica tops the group. Let me get everything. Jamaica top the group and goal difference over Honduras. Honduras played Bermuda before, and Jamaica played Anguilla. So now I think based on what I saw, Anguilla is the weakest team in the group. I think Bermuda is better than Anguilla by a better stretch. All right, yes, and when they do play each other, I think that will be very much clear. All right, so what we should just make sure don't happen, we should make sure um no, we can't make sure. We have to just hope that they don't score so much against Anguilla, which I think they're going to score maybe more than Jamaica. I think they might score 7-8 because the reason why they are going to score 7-8 it is because they don't use the same skill sets as us. And I think more passing and moving football will tear Anguilla apart. You understand me? The powerhouse football sometimes leave the little holes for you to run a ball outside, over kick a ball. I think what Honduras does a little bit better, it's much more efficient. So it might turn out that they score more goals against Anguilla than us because of that, the approach and the style of play coming from them. So if that happens, we have to make sure we score more than 6 goals against Bermuda, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. But obviously, we are playing the second game, so we are looking even better. So we should improve on things, and I think if we get the passing together and moving and create a little bit at times, but not always, I think they should win the game. You get me? Yes, but you don't want to go into the final game saying that the next team have more goal difference than you. You get me? Because that is the problem. I don't want you to be chasing the game because they're passing teams and they are going to pass through your lines, just like Anguilla, that is not a top level team, are nowhere in that shape. They pass through your line and got an opportunity by pressing. You understand me? So you don't want to give them an opportunity. You want to make sure you can have the luxury. So if you choose to sit back in the game to figure them out, you have that opportunity. But if you don't, if you lose the edge of the goal difference, no, they can sit back and then invite you, then pass through you. So it's and I see that is a problem for the team. So I'm just dissecting things. Remember, guys, that's what my job is, to dissect things. So if I'm wrong, you let me know that I'm wrong. I'm just saying I think Jamaica should be going in with the better goal difference in the Honduras game. And that's what you should try and deal with today. All right. I'm trying to get the entire groups for you. All right. So give me a second for the entire groups. So we can give you the other teams as well, because you have some lovely matches, lovely matches that I need to give respect to. Some teams play some ridiculous football that I love. Even though I think that the best game might be the lowest score game. All right, yes. All right, so the Guyana defeated Suriname 6-0. That's a good one for Guyana. All right, Trinidad defeated Cayman 3-0. All right. Damrep destroyed Dominica 15-0. I think they might look. The first performance, I am going to give it to Damrep. I think Damrep put in the best performance so far. I think, even though the team was weaker, Dominica, I think Damrep looked the best. And I'm talking include Canada. I think Damrep looked the best. How they move the football. Maybe if they go up against Canada, they might not beat Canada, But I'm telling you, it's not going to be a pushover. Damrep looked the best so far. Everything that they do, it works a little bit better. Because the team is weaker, but you can see that they are properly learning the phases of football and they're working the right way. So Damrep 15 over Dominica. Puerto Rico 5-0 over Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe is not a bad team, so that's a good result from Puerto Rico. Costa Rica looks solid as well. They won 13-0. So far they definitely look good. And Nicaragua looks good as well. They only won that game 3-1. But Guatemala is not. Guatemala is one of the good teams in the region, and they won it 3-1. So don't look at the 3-1 only to say that they are not as good. I think they put on a good shift, Nicaragua. So look out for that team as well. Big up yourself, football global. How are you doing? Sim CV said girls are more organized, many young talents in the team compared to the men's team. Okay, all right. Duane says we are going to need overseas players to strengthen side so we can we have a chance to qualify for the World Cup. But I think if we pass this round, definitely. I thought that we should have injected bigger talents to come here. I strongly believe so. We should have done so. Yes. So we have a lot of good teams. I would say that Jamaica might rank based on performance in the. I said third, fourth. I think Jamaica performance, I would give it in the fourth to fifth rank. Canada, Costa Rica, and Damrep all perform better than Jamaica. So they took the top 3 spot. It would have been harsh for me to say that we perform better than them. So Canada, Damrep, and Costa Rica, they perform the best this round. I think Jamaica is tied between what I saw, the performance from like Puerto Rico and Nicaragua. I think Jamaica performed better than slightly better than Nicaragua, even though Guatemala was a good team. Puerto Rico, I think Jamaica and Puerto Rico tied for fourth. Yes, based on performance. But so you say you have a tough amount of teams. So Jamaica will have to need extra bodies to qualify when it goes to the next round. Because remember, you already have Mexico and United States that will be in different groups. So they're not going to put them in the same group. They're going to be at the 2 end. So now we have to look at all these teams because we want to know who we can capable topple off. You understand me? That is important. Who we can take out. So I think all of those teams, Canada definitely. I think the 2 teams that I fear the most is Canada and Damrep at this point. Costa Rica is always good and always a problematic team, but Canada and Damrep, I think we would have to add things to beat them now. I don't think what we have now is good enough to beat them. I think we'd have to add things to beat them. Let me know if you guys agree. But I think those are the 2 top teams out of what I saw. Damrep. And I can't believe we said that because the coach, the ladies coach last time said in 3 years, Damrep is going to be one of the dominant force. They're spending a load of money in the region and it's definitely paying off. 15 they shipped and they looked very good. Eva Washington in the senior team could play in the squad if she want. Just 17 years old. Well, she need to come, young Graham. I think that is respectful enough to come and play the next part. And guys, remember, it's right after this, the next tournament will play. You get me? So why wouldn't she want to come if she's 17? She should come. JD, where are you? I'm in my house. Why are you concerned about that? Guys, make sure as you come in, smash the like button on this one. These are the girls' videos, and I pride myself, want you guys to respect the girls' videos because I've worked research hard and detail my players them. It's not like easy. It's not no easy work to get their information. You have to watch a lot of videos, all right? And you have to respect it, all right? Because this is what I love. So you guys support it. Big up yourself, Brian Burke. How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and everybody in the Sunday morning. You guys show up massive respect. I watched the Damrep game. Really impressed. Yes, I think they. I know Africans will feel away. Definitely, Canada should be the highest ranked team. That is true. But Damrep look out there like they are up there with Canada. I'm very sorry. All right. Yes, Damrep out there pulling. They look good, man. Yeah. Goal difference is likely to play a part in qualification. So I'm unsure why the girls stepped off the gas. I don't think they stepped off the gas. I think it was the passing and the style of play limited us to create more opportunities. So our output could have been better. So that's why I want the passings, at least the longer range passes, to be better. Blessings, Triple D. How you doing, man? On the way to work. Okay, but I stop. Oh man, no problem, man. Thanks very much, Triple D. Never know you work on the Sundays. And Ramsey, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Dr. Gigi, how you doing, man? Massive, massive respect. JD, it seems there is a split in the coaching staff. Boys over Deso, girls over Yasso. Okay, okay, okay. AJD, these players are only local players. No, the one on the cover plays for Tottenham, so she's not local player. That's why I said in the girls' football they don't have these unnecessary drama. You just have football. We look at football, we give our takes on football, and that's it. All right, it's just when it comes on to the men's side, we have all the drama in the on planet Earth. Yes, but you have a lot of players. Let me give you some of the players. Maya Ragun Handanan, she comes from Philly. Sunday does not come from Jamaica. Avery Johnson comes from America as well. Brooks plays in America, but I think she's Jamaican born. I think so. Yes. So you have a mixture of players in the team that is not born in Jamaica. Yes. So you have overseas players, just the same DNA. And I think in the future we are going to even get more coming in. Where Damrep gets so much money to spend. I don't know. I need to do an investigation on why. Oh, is it they are funding so much leagues and stuff? But they do definitely have a lot of money, and they're pumping it into their leagues, and it's showing that they're competing very fast. So I'm going to do a research on it and do a video, a version video. How can Damrep rise so fast in football, ladies and men? All right, because remember they tapped Jamaica to qualify in the U20s when we have one of our best Jamaican team, pretty much under 20 team, pretty much ever. To be honest, like with high-rated stars, I think that was one of Jamaica's best under 20 teams ever. You understand me? Because remember, even though we have others, they never had this high promise. You understand me? You have other players that they're saying are pretty much players going places. You get me? And then some that we rated not so high still got overseas contracts. So this was one of Jamaica's highest rated under 20s team. Maybe you have others in the past, but I would stick with that first. One of the girl that scored in Czech Republic match is 19. So I believe. Okay. All right. Meek, big up, Meek FIFA. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Suriname, right. All right. Thanks for being here. All right. Well, that is great to know. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, the girls don't be the girls' football is nice, man. Why I don't agree. I remember when 80 was scoring 20 goals in the World Cup qualifiers, and the Reggae Girlz scoring less than 10 goals, and we still beat them. We have to wait. But Young Graham, I never jumped to say because the next team scored 15. That's the reason why they're the better team. I talked about the fundamentals of football. And I thought that what I saw from Damrep, they might produce one of the best fundamentals of all the teams that I saw, including Canada, which is the highest rated team. You understand me? So that's the reason. It was not about the output of what they did, why I said so. It based on the fundamentals of football. Why I had actually said so, Yankney. So don't take the score. I think it's the fundamentals they make a bad team look worse because they create the width, then use the capability of the shorter passes and movements to get through the lines, and they created more opportunities through the lines because they applied the fundamentals of football better. And that is not even a questionable situation, Yankney. That's a factual statement. All right, because that's exactly what happened, and that's why the fundamentals is something that you cannot move away from. You have to always build on the fundamentals. All right, the foundation, I should say. They just do the foundation properly. All right, yes. Bless up yourself, Tennessee. How you doing, man? Massive respect. So for me, I think Jamaica should score. I said over 3 goals the last time. because I was going cautious. When I look at Anguilla, I said if they can get as much shot on this goal, it will go in, because this goalkeeper looks like it's an outfield player they put inside the goal. Never really good with her hands at all. All right, she tried to use her feet before actually going with her hand, and that's how you knew that she was not a real goalkeeper. You understand me? Yes. For this one, Bermuda, I think Bermuda will try to play football good enough. But I still don't believe that they're going to pass through Jamaica's line more than Anguilla. That is a surety. So they're going to test the midfield and defense maybe 1 to 2 more times than Anguilla. All right, it's just when Anguilla pressed, they picked us off, and then they couldn't do anything more because they don't have the speed. They are not at the right level of development to trouble us. I think Bermuda will pose a better threat, but I still don't believe that they have evolved enough to pass through our lines and do it continuous to drive fear in the Jamaican players. I don't think so. So maybe it will happen 1 or 2. So I think Jamaica will still outscore them if they would score. So I would give Jamaica over 3 goals. All right. I will give Jamaica over 3 goals based on that. All right. And then I can evaluate where they truly are. And then hopefully I think I'm going to watch the Honduras game. Yes, because this is my one and only video for today. Next video will be tomorrow with 3 o'clock in the morning for me. All right, because I will stay up and then leave out. All right, yes. So I will have a proper understanding of what's going on tomorrow, like how far their passing will reach and stuff, so you can evaluate it much better. Lansday, big up yourself, thanks for being here, massive respect. Tedexter says blessings. How you doing, man? Yeah, man. Morning, we are doing the thing just the same. All right, so I think Jamaica over 3 goals. I would say I think Jamaica should be able to at least get, I said over 3 goals, but I would say Jamaica winning this one 5-1. 5-1, I'm going with. But I am not looking at the score. I want to look at the fundamentals going forward. All right? Yes, because I'm not looking at this. I'm not looking at these matches. I'm trying to match it with the Honduras game to give my proper detail and breakdown coming from both sides, Honduras and also Jamaica. All right? Yes, so 5-1. I think Jamaica will win this one. All right? But over 3 goals, 100%. So I get to get 2 bites at the cherry, which is 2 prediction over 3 goals, but my exact score line 5-1. All right, yes. So give me some score lines if you guys just watching the video. Yeah, let me know. All right, so we're gonna move over to the Leon Bailey and the Reggae Boyz abroad situation. So let me just give you some fast score lines and stuff going through. All right, make sure you smash the like button as soon as you come in, share, and also subscribe. So Leon Bailey team won yesterday. I posted it because I was a little bit busy. Told you that I had a party to go to, so I couldn't focus on doing things. Doing things here. All right, yes. So sorry about that I couldn't do it last night, but I think that should be okay. So Liam Bailey team Aston Villa, I thought that it was the best performance Aston Villa put out, flat out. All right, yes, flat out. They won 3-0 in this game. All right, 3-0. All right, let me give you the personnel that started and stuff so you get a full understanding. All right, because we thought that Traore would have played. What they did, they brought in our brother Dedonka, Belgium, with Luis to play a double deep line pivot. All right, yes, and then pushed McGinn up forward. All right, and McGinn definitely played well. Jacob Ramsey, they said he has a slight injury, came off in the 85th minute. But he had a goal and assist. So Jacob Ramsey definitely one of their best player, period. So McGinn comes in. He's not an out and out wide player, but he's a player that does all the normal things them correct. All right, yes. And Buendia plays his natural role, which is the cam roll. And then you have Ollie Watkins, that most Jamaicans said there was no baller, but I think he's the best baller. He's the best player right now on fire for hands down. He's the best player for Aston Villa, not even a question. All right, so Magin comes in the team, the Dunker comes in the team, and showcase their skill set. Liam Bailey never played, none at all. He never made the bench, none at all. We're gonna discuss that right after. Traore never made it out in this game because this game was a tricky game. All right, yes, this was a tricky game. So only Callum Chambers came in and Duran came in, and both of those guys came in after the 85th minute, which you already know. Jacob Ramsey came up slightly injured, and then Ollie Watkins came out after a wonderful shift in the 90th minute. So good win, one of the best win for Aston Villa, period. In terms of Liam Bailey now, Liam Bailey situation, what happened? I think because it's not their fault. They posted that he's back in training, but back in training does not mean you're good enough to play. And that's why I love the way how I evaluate things. Because if you go back to my video, it obviously, I made sure to take that precaution on it. All right? Yes. So it looks like after the evaluation, he was not needed to get picked. That's what I meant by my post. He was not needed to get picked based on the fact that maybe he's not fully fit, and if you come into these games, you might get pressed, and they might never knew how the game would have turned out against Newcastle. All right, obviously turned out not necessarily easier. I thought that they were just very good on the day, it was not easy. I just thought that they were very good and they did their job and fully deserve to win it. All right, so, and I myself said I would not bring Liam Bailey in it because I would not want to pressure a player that might slightly carry an injury. I would wait until the next games that I think might be further and also might be easier as well for not even to start you in it, but bring you on to develop something, because I think Bailey has been rushed too much. I think he has to take his time and develop something rather than come in like you're the savior, because one thing with the saviors, they get pressured too much. You get me? So the coach should just make the team play, then bring him in, inject him in the 38 minutes, 20 more minutes left. So he builds up that show, so the fans understand more. But I think if you keep on putting him in and he's not playing up to their level, they're going to always try to bash him rather than understand the situation. So I think this is a perfect situation to blood him back in a winning team. You get me? They have a tough stretch ahead of them, but just let we wait and see. So that is my analysis for him. You might see him back within the next 1 or 2 games. I don't know. The next game is spaced out. I think it's Brentford. Brentford lost to Watford, Wolves, which I'm going to talk about next. You might see him for that game, or maybe you might see him right after. But the more he's back in training, that is for one, and the more rest he gets, it's even better for him. You get me? The more he can sit back, properly analyze the situation, and go at it the right way. You get me? Because it's a new manager, it's a new system, so you will learn more. All right. Yes, that's what I would say. That's the best way to put it. All right. Let me know if you're okay with that statement. All right. Yes. All right. Yo, JD, Villa make Chelsea look like them can't try. I think Chelsea have some internal problems going on. Villa on fire, yeah. Reggae Girlz dropping 6 on them. All right, I said 5-1, so still 6 goals, but maybe we will shift 1 goal. That's all I've said. You see the left back, JD, him bad, okay? Make a big difference to the squad. All right, Watson on fire, yes, man. Watkins, I should say. Yeah, Watkins, a good player. Good player. Big up yourself, Dwayne Thomas. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Back in training can mean training by himself. Yes, contact training is a little bit different. Yeah, so that is true. That is true. But I have to make sure I keep people update. You get me? Yes, keep people update, because that is important. Morning, Ian. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. And Trey Moon says, and it's a proper manager. if he follows the instruction and work hard, he'll only become a better player. I think, yeah. If he works, just don't listen to nobody, don't listen to no outside influence, just listen to what the coach says. Because you have players there, you saw that when they use Magin, he's not the flary type of player, but he does the right thing, the proper things them. So he's not an extraordinary player, or what we class as extraordinary, because I think doing the right thing and be consistent is extraordinary. But in football, we tend to believe that Brazil style flair is extraordinary. You get me? But doing the right thing and doing it consistent, because I think KDB, he does the right things and he does it consistent and he's extraordinary. He's not the Brazilian flair type player. All right, so you have difference in how we perceived extraordinary. But I think that is real life extraordinary players like KDB. You get me? Yes, but for some reason, we think that Anthony is extraordinary because he makes 3 triple spin gig looking thing. Yes, so I agree with you, Trey Moon. Just do what the coach says, lock out the outside nice, and just be a player. You get me? You don't have to be the top player. As I've always said, go there, just be a part of the team, and then I am okay. Because someone asked me what would I deem as a successful season for Leon Bailey, and I said just being a part of the team, being an integral part of the team. Because from day one I've said that, and everyone saying, "Oh, 15 goals, 25 goals, and this and that." Have you ever saw wasted stats? You have some stats that are wasted stats because you can score in garbage time. I would prefer to be a part of the team because I think you feel and I think most teams buy in based off analytics more than just those pure stats, the pure head stats. The head stats are goal and assist. People buying more of analytics because that's where you can find the gems more than just pure head stats. You get me? Yes. So that's why I've always said my approach is just be a part of the team, because that simply means you would be working harder and you would be adapting and you would be learning a new system. You get me? But if you're on end product alone, that don't really help, because a lot more things into football than just the end product. Believe me. I just talked about Erling Haaland and all of those guys that people say never fit the team, and he's scoring goals that maybe Liam Bale will never score in his lifetime. The amount of goals that he scores, Liam Bale might never reach that in his lifetime. You understand me? So, and people saying that he does not fit City. So footballers moved past just flat out stats. Because remember, you have defensive and offensive. So if you're more in tune with the team, you will help on the defensive side. So what if you can score 1 goal but you concede 1 goal? It don't really help you, It don't really help you. You get me? It don't really help you. You get me? So all of those things are important. So I think he has to just sit in as what Trayman do, listen to the coach, and just work with the coach. And I think everything could go well from that point. JD, do you think Villa will get into a European spot? I'm still kind of not 100%, but let me see how it goes. Let me see how it goes. Then we have our brother Jason Ferran in the building. Massive respect. Why Dr. Dryful? You keep on saying things. You're not adding nothing to the thing. Yes. Stop asking me where me there in my room, in my house, or why pre? I don't know. I don't even know much Jamaican slangs, to be honest. I don't follow up Jamaican slangs. I'm an honest person, so I don't know nothing more than I was just born in Jamaica and I left at a year and I knew everything from before that. I don't know nothing else. All right, yes, and I don't even care to know nothing else. So stop using slang, follow the argument, and let me just have a conversation with you, sir. All right, Canada versus USA Gold Cup quarterfinal will be a mouth-watering clash. Okay. You have the first round first, you have the first round. You get me? Dr. Dryful is something else. This man does always come here talking about everything else aside from what I'm talking about beautiful football today. Beautiful football. You get me? JD, no players is extraordinary more than none of. Okay. All I'm just saying is Analytic driven basis is more extraordinary to me than a triple flick summer sauce. All right, yes, that's cool, but it's not going to add anything towards the analytics side. That's all I'm saying. All right. So so thank you very much. People ability are more than some. All right. All I'm saying is in Brazil you can flick around 50 more times, and people will be impressed by the 50 more time flicking. All right. I'm saying KDB is extraordinary because he does all the simple things. Them are what we class as simple things. Consistent. Then yeah, consistent. So let me stop fighting him. Yeah, Jason. Dr. Joyful is something else, you know? Yes. Oh, Smith, how you doing, man? Up to Villa, Europe, here we come. All right, all right. Oh, Smith, a Villa fan. Bless up, bless up. Okay, let me take down this one, Marcus, cause him say me illiterate, you know. Yes, so me I run with Marcus. Oh, you come in and you come in and have to drop your comments to so I never text Tennessee behind the stream. In blood. Why you never text Tennessee behind the stream? No big up to Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus. Anyways, let me continue. We have Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock, no respect for Marcus until him show respect. Ethan Pinnock. Before we go to Ethan Pinnock, let me just run past Bobby Reed team. Bobby Reed team obviously know that they have a big problem. Their coach is the English Premier League is very much unforgiving. They ban their coach, suspend their coach, but I think he should be back now. And they suspended Mitrovic. So after that, Mitrovic out, it kind of dropped them off big time. You get me? Yes. So they have to try to figure out other ways how to play. You get me? Yeah, I have no big problem, Marcus. All right, I have no big problem. All right, I said what I said, and I don't pretend. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell a lie or pretend that I'm somebody else. So they got a good win yesterday over Everton. Yeah, so the recovery came in 79 minutes. They're already in a good position. You get me? So it was just like a cameo for the cover, but a very, very good win. And hopefully that can really push them back because they were doing so good. And then the Premier League mashed up. It's like the Premier League fighting against the smaller teams then. Fulham and Brentford, they have some ridiculous things going against them, people. I'm telling you, the Premier League fighting against and Fulham and Brentford. Yeah, mate. No, Fulham, Brentford, Brighton, all of those teams getting some dodgy calls against them. All right. I don't know what's going on. And they're coming out telling you sorry. So if you know you're coming to the problem, why you can't just fix the problem from day one? I am pretty much confused. Oh, you're coming out telling the guys them don't want any sorry, they need the 3 points. So stop taking away people's points and then telling them sorry after. Because I think they damaged. Mitchell should not get 8-match ban. They should not. They should not get a 8-match ban right there. None at all. All right? None at all. That should have been 3 matches done. Period. And then it restarts. All right? 3 matches done. Restart. All right? Yeah. But they destroyed the guys' team, but they still got a win right there. Crystal Palace 2-0 over Southampton. Then we have Brentford right here. Brentford lost in a shock one. Brentford lost to Wolves. 2-0. All right? 2-0. And this was a good game because I did watch this one. Good game. Good game. All right. 2 goals. We have our boy Ethan Pinnock. A very good game from him, but because he made an error leading to the goal, I know we have to make sure we acknowledge that because I have people assessing police when I'm assessing the games. So you have to make sure and tell them that. Even though Ethan Pinnock, he did everything great for the entire time. And then one take finally came through. with the error leading to the goal. So 90 minutes played, 3 clearances, 4 interceptions, 7 tackles, 1 last man tackle in it, because I'm just reading off the stats here, and 1 error leading to goal. But it was evident enough for people to see that. So I know that I had to bring it out so people know that he caused 1 error. But I can tell you, he saved at least 4 goals yesterday. 4 goals in the game yesterday. At least 4 goals. All right. 68 touches, and he had 94% accuracy, and he's passing 47 passes that he completed. Key passes 0, 1 cross attempted. That was not good. Long balls 3 of 3. Here, ground duels 7 of 7. Aerial duels 7 of 7, and only last possession 6 times in the game. I think it was a super game from him, but because of that 1 error, people will come and not looking at the whole team, causing the problem why it caved in on him. You get me? I'm not making excuse for him, but if you watch this game, you're gonna amazed by his performance. Sorry that Unun is not here to chop it up, to see if Unun would be fair. All right. Yeah, big boss Pinnock. JD, you only become perfect in any areas of your life that you develop. Okay. All right, then Brazilians developing spinning, I guess then. All right. Brighton as well. Yes. Everton, I go down. I don't think so. It's gonna be a tough time. JD, you need a psychological evaluation, JD. I told you. I think maybe a lot more you need more psychological evaluation than myself. All right. Yes. It's just because you're in a world that is cut off from reality, so you don't even realize that. All right. Yes. So, big up yourself, unseen. Hope all is well with you and your family, and hope the Sunday is going well with you. All right, Antonio starting today. All right, yeah, massive respect, and Antonio might decide the league today. Big Antonio might decide the league today, because if he can manhandle the backline of Arsenal, which don't have their big superstar, anything is possible. All right. Yes. JD and or commentators, who would you select in your team, Bailey or McNeil? Um, Ian, I prefer not to answer those questions, Ian, because that's what lead we down the road, big boss. All right, we don't want to war, big boss. All right, Ethan Pinnock had a beautiful game, but obviously, know the error. I had to mention. You get me? I believe he will do well in the CONCACAF. Ethan Pinnock has done great in the CONCACAF so far. We just never look at the actual football. You know, we were looking at the Brazilian style, the excitement around football. But I don't do that. I'm an analytical driven personnel. We just need a good centre back to partner with him. Damian Lowe doing a good thing, man. I don't have an issue with you. I just respond to your comments. So if you put out good comments, I will deal with the good comments. JD, Ethan Pinnock do what every other human being capable of doing. Jesus. Oh, this brother. Okay, Dr. Joyful. Ethan Pinnock is Jamaica's best footballer of all time. I would not give him it there, but I can tell you. And I had a stats in guys. I had a stats that I'm going to bring to you guys with Ethan Pinnock over the last 3 years, because I think a lot of you guys don't know. A lot of you guys don't know how good this guy has been over the last 3 years. I'm gonna bring a stats with that, and we're gonna do a separate video for it. JD, Arsenal all the way. Hey, I'm not fighting against Arsenal. You get me? JD, don't take the bait. Good questions from Ian, though. I'm not going to answer Ian. I am avoiding drama. This is the nice channel, the football channel. That's what I wanted to do when I came here and shaped this Jamaica Reggae Boy. You get me? Category. All right? So I'm going to shape it back to football, not drama. And I'm going to do it by being entertaining and stay on football only. And I will only invite guests that wants to talk on football. You know, yes, I know it might push away a lot of drama Jamaicans, but I am okay with that. All right. I think I would reach further without the drama because people don't like the anger, you know. So Marcus says, I bet JD can't say why he have a problem with Marcus Mosiah Garvey. What a name, a beautiful name, a historical name. Yes. I don't have a problem with Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You are a con man. That is what you're all about. You know what you did, and then you don't know you try to flick it on Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I had nothing bad to say about Marcus Mosiah Garvey. All right, you are not Marcus Mosiah Garvey. That is the problem. All right, JD, that question will open a can of, yeah, and I'm done with that. Those things. That my life is too good, and I'm too happy to be exhausted after these streams. Yes, Jamaica don't deserve that. You get me? Jamaica don't deserve me to be happy. I know to be so sad and exhausted. All right. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, man. Football only. Yes, I am done with those foolishness. All right. JD, Mikel Antonio is Jamaica's best forward of all time. No, 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 no. Laugh out loud. At Villa fan, you blow my spot up. What? Be careful, you know. Remember, you're talking about Jamaica. You can't use certain words in Jamaica. Nobody should blow your spot up. Oh, Smith. All right, in Jamaica, the language is not the same as English. All right, yes. So be careful. All right, yes. You can't say things like that. Nobody should be blowing your spot up. All right, especially not me. I am not going to do so. But massive respect for the super chat. All right, that name shake up. Weak heart. Okay, so I'm a weak heart now. Oh God. All right, you're questioning my validity of my heart rate. Oh my God. This brother. All right. Anyways, so let me keep it right there. Let me get into the side of the Tottenham lost 3-2. What do you expect? That's Tottenham. You don't expect much better. Manchester City, big Erling Haaland, had two. Pep said, all right, then life is too easy. Like we are too happy. Let me take off everybody and just make sure we can give Leicester a chance and more entertainment for the Premier League. So it ended 3-1 and not 15,520 nil. All right. Yes. In the championship, we had a few personnels. Preston Norton lost yet again. They seems to be on not the best trajectory, to be honest. All right, Daniel Johnson had a 6.4 in that one. Yes, Luton Town had a good win, 2-0 over Rotterdam. 2-0, and as you know, Mr. Ever Present, 6.6. Amari Bell in that game, 90 minutes played, 54 touches, 24 accurate passes, which is 80%. One key pass in that. All right. Attempted 3 crosses and 3 long balls as well. Completed 2 of the long balls and never completed any one of the crosses. Big dribbles attempted 1 and 1 big chance missed. So he needs to be better when the time comes for him to be clinical. All right. JD, no other forward drive fear into CONCACAF teams like Mikel Antonio in Premier League as well. He's a big player, no? He's a big, strong human being, you know? So it's not easy to get away with certain things there, you know? Yeah. All right, Marcus are dead with laugh. All right. Antonio starting. Yeah, man. So guys, I think I've done everything so far. Beautiful stream. I said 5-1 for the ladies. Let me get the link for later, and you guys just smash the like button on your way for later. But let me give it to you so you can just drop a like on it and stuff. You know, and make sure to like this video as well, because sometimes you know, it might have the slight problem of loading and everything. So you hitting the like button. Okay, a lot of people did go over there and hit the like button. So I guess my word is actually carrying. Thanks very much for that, guys. Massive respect. Later, I hope you guys enjoyed like myself, because I am going to sleep early in the night just to get up 3 o'clock to come and do it, and I'm not going to sleep. I have to leave out early in the morning as well. So I'm going to just do the stream, then get ready and leave out. All right. So that's how committed I am to my job. And I'm going to make sure I am dubbed what you guys signed me for, which is the analytical boss. Back to that level. All right. Blessings, Drew Fortis. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Africans, you need to come and do the stream with me, bro. All right. Yes, man. Massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. So Drew Fortis and everyone that demands them. Let me make sure the likes them not look so bad. All right. So we have 58 likes on the board, which is not the best. Let we do better than that. We have 70 people here, so let we get it up to at least 70, 80. So take your time, smash the like button. If you want me to go back to Riri and no substance videos, no problem. But I just don't feel like I'm happy with that because I don't waste my time on that. And my time is precious. So hope you understand. All right. Yes. Laugh Lord, I made a mistake with the donation. It should have been $20. Okay, very much grateful for that $20 they put there, because that is 20,000 views. So even if this video don't make anything from this point, you still made a good donation to it. So we really and truly respect your donation, Mr. O. Smith. Just don't put any phrase that Jamaicans will have a problem with. So nobody blowing up a spot and none of those things. Yes, CN says yes. JD, no more drama, straight. All right, yes. So I love the fact that people just going in the direction that I said we are going in. All right, so straight football, and when we are detail thing, it no matter where we come from or what kind of space we come from, we're gonna deal with it the same way. All right, yes. What? Let me 1-0. Jesus, what kind of embarrassment is this, man? Really, West Ham, I waste my time. Let me see how early it is. 7 minutes, not even. Oh God. All right, so let me check the likes. If we're up to 70, 80, 90, 200. All right, so yes, no blowing at all. Just let me leave the blowing alone. All right, so people. Yes, smash the like button as soon as you come in. I am going to get some sleep so I can be properly rested for tonight. All right, yeah, man. So thanks yet again, as I said, massive respect for the donation, massive respect for the 60 odd people who hit the like button. Yeah, man. All right, we talked about Liam Bailey injury situation, Ethan super world boss, Pinnock, Bobby Reed, and then we talked about how our lineup would have looked. For me, I would have only injected Brooks and also Emily Sundai to play the attacking midfielder role, and I would have took out from the difference between Buckley and Raguda Handanan. I think I would have gone with Buckley out and put Sundai as the attacking midfielder, and then rotate any one of them. I would have switched back Buckley with them after. So that would have been my final one, and my prediction is actually 5-1. So thanks yet again. Peace out. See you in the next one. Take very much care of yourself. Bye-bye.